Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, the Master of Puppets. And today we're going to be looking at a Danish beer from a brewery I've never had anything from. This is from the brewery called Mylius-Erichsen Brewhouse, which is down in the Mylius-Erichsen area, which is in the western side of Jutland. And this was actually given to me from a friend who went down there. And this is their Skonnertøl, which means schooner beer. Schooner, the boat, that's why there's that ship on there. So at 8.13%, which is, the thing is about this beer, it's a more traditional Danish style. You call it skibsøl, which is a smoked beer that, I don't know the exact story about it, but there's like a different variants, and it's apparently beer that was, people would drink on ships in olden days in Denmark when you were sailing ships like schooners and stuff like that. But it's a smoked beer. I've had one or two other beers called skibsøl from Ringkøbing is one of them. It's just called skibsøl, and I can't remember the last one, but I've had a couple. Now the special thing about this one is that it's a little tribute to a schooner down in Mylius-Erichsen, and they made this beer specially or in tribute to that boat in Mylius-Erichsen. And the thing is that it's also on that boat they have barrels of whiskey from Stauning Whiskey, which is a Danish whiskey distillery I didn't know of either. So the thing is with this beer is they made it with smoked and peated malt from, or peated malt and dried malt from the Stauning Whiskey distillery, plus whiskey from there. So that should be pretty interesting. And it's got like some coordinates down here, which is the coordinates for where the ship is based in Mylius-Erichsen, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, should be interesting. Smoked beers I like, so let's get this brew cracked open and see how it is. Pouring it into my Great Divide glass here. It's gonna be nice having a smoked beer. It's been a while since I've had one. Okay, so we got the Skonnertøl poured here. And it's a nice, it's kind of like an orange, golden, orange, coppery color. A nice two-finger of a off-whitish head. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, I definitely smell the smoke note, but it's not as dominant. I get a little bit of a caramelly aroma in there too. A touch of burnt rubber, which you sometimes get in these kind of smoked beers. But it's definitely some peat whiskey in there too. It's not as insanely peated as something like the peat edition of Mikkeller's Black Hole, but you definitely smell that kind of peated whiskey malt in there, which smells pretty nice. Some caramel kind of toffee notes in there. Not the most complex aroma on a beer. Fairly mild, but a nice kind of whiskey tone in there. Little bit of a sweeter kind of fruitiness in there, like a generic lighter kind of fruitiness, and a touch of alcohol, but it smells fairly alright. So let's give the Skonnertøl a taste. Our schooner beer. Cheers. Yeah, smoke's definitely apparent in the flavor. Body on it is medium, it's dry. It's actually pretty well done with the smoke. Because the smoke isn't too dominating. If you're a beginner to smoke beers, I'm sure you'd like this, because it's nicely balanced. Again, a lot up front, the first flavor you get is a lot of sweetness with some caramel notes. Yeah, I like the caramel, kind of toffee, sweet maltiness. Then on the back end, you get that peated, kind of smoky whiskey flavor with a little bit of the burnt rubber, which I'm not too keen on, along with some of that kind of ashy kind of flavors too. Not an amazingly impressive smoke beer, but super kind of mellow and balanced, which is it's pretty tasty, but it's nothing that's blowing my mind. Not the best smoked beer I've had, but you get some smoky kind of tarry notes in there as well, almost. And the fruitiness is not there as much. Maybe a little bit of nuttiness, but that's about it. A pretty interesting brew from a brewery I've never had anything from before. Definitely something worth checking out if you can find it. Find this by Mylius-Erichsen Brewhouse. So yeah, rating wise for the Mylius-Erichsen Skonnertøl, I'm going to give it a 75. It's actually a pretty good beer. It's nicely balanced. It's a good beginner smoke beer. The peat isn't too much at all. So definitely worth checking out if you can find it. I don't know. I have never seen their beers around this area of the country. So I'm thinking maybe it's very local stuff and they only do it locally. I'm not sure. But yeah. So guys, remember to let me know what you think of this beer if you've had it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. And I'm going to say cheers. And I'm going to see you guys in another beer review.